Nvidia reported fiscal 2023 fourth quarter results that had the market very pleased. The stock was up double digits on the day following the announcement. So I'm going to do a brief overview of the big picture results from these earnings. I'll do a deeper dive in a future video. This one will just be a brief overview, so let's get right into it. Revenue decreased to 6 billion in Q4. This was down from 7.6 billion in Q4 last year. Adjusted earnings per share of 88 cents was down by 33% year over year. So with revenue falling and earnings falling, you might ask, why was Nvidia's stock up by double digits following these announcements? Well, it's because it was less than feared, right? Investors were already going into these earnings results expecting the numbers to be bad. They already knew things were not looking bright for Nvidia in the near term, so they were expecting these results. And so when they came in less than feared, it gave investors some cheer about Nvidia's future prospects because its long-term prospects are excellent, right? It's operating in some of the most innovative industries, including artificial intelligence, cloud computing, driverless automotive technology, gaming, and all of that. So longer term, it's got excellent prospects. It's just over the short term, it's not looking too bright. Gross margin of 66.1% was down slightly from 67% year over year. Again, that was good news because investors were expecting worse. We'll get to inventories a little bit lower, but inventories are so elevated, there was fears that gross margins would fall. Gaming segment revenue was down 46% year over year. Management has been saying that there is an unquantifiable impact from the declining cryptocurrency mining demand. Of course, you're probably all aware that cryptocurrency prices are down significantly from their highs, and Nvidia's graphic processing units are used by some cryptocurrency miners. And so, with cryptocurrency prices lower, the demand to mine cryptocurrencies is also lowered, and that's hurting demand for Nvidia's GPUs. Data center revenue was a bright spot and was up 11% year over year. Inventories of 5.16 billion as of January 29 was up from 2.6 billion the same time a year ago. This is where it's the biggest challenge for Nvidia right now. During the peak of the pandemic, its GPUs were sold out. Customers could not get enough of them. So Nvidia ramped up production, and just as it hit the market, the demand for these GPUs suddenly cratered. And so now there's all this inventory in the market, not only the inventory that Nvidia is holding, but also inventories that its partners are holding. Partners like Best Buy, like Dell, like Microsoft, that has its chips inside of the products that they're selling. Best Buy's probably got too much computers right now compared to the demand that's out there for computers. And so inventories is going to be a challenge for Nvidia over the next several quarters. And that was the fear that was a little bit relieved by the gross margin, because investors are fearing that Nvidia is going to have to offer big discounts to get rid of this inventory that it has so far not done. It's so far not offered these big discounts. Now I know I'm a part of some forums that discuss gaming products and gaming chips, and the members of that forum always are anticipating this decrease of prices from Nvidia that hasn't materialized. They've been waiting for this for several months, and they've been complaining that, hey, prices are still high even though demand for these products has been lowered. So they're still waiting for Nvidia to drop prices. That's not happening. And for the first quarter, Nvidia is forecasting for the upcoming quarter, Nvidia is forecasting 6.5 billion in revenue and a gross profit margin of 64.1%. So a sequential increase in revenue, even though it might be down year over year, it would be a sequential increase in revenue from the previous quarter, and gross margin would be down by 200 basis points quarter over quarter. So we're starting to see a bigger decline in the gross margin. Hopefully that doesn't continue, and it it will evolve over the next several quarters as this inventory works itself through the system. But the crash in crypto prices continues to hurt Nvidia's demand in the near term. And longer term, however, the company's got excellent prospects, which management highlighted during the quarter. And that was another reason that got investors so excited, is how management talked about Nvidia's position to capitalize on the rise of artificial intelligence, which got investors even more excited, as if they weren't excited enough about Nvidia's future prospects. All right, so that's all I've got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your viewership, and I hope I'll see you next time for another video. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.